My co-partner, Jersey, has called it quits today. To be honest, we've been out here since 8:30 and it's 4:30, so she's tired. So she didn't want to be in the video. But today, I want to tell you a little something about deer fencing. Um, we have just, as you know, we have a little under an acre, and over the years, well, probably 20 plus years, we've struggled with the deer, and the deer are ever increasing here. We alone had, the 22 years, about 18 of those, we've had at least twins born in the yard every year. Last year we had 5 deer born in the yard. I almost stepped on one right over there. I'll show you a picture of that later. But this year we decided that enough is enough. The free buffet is going to be taken away. So what we did last year is we started to put up some deer fencing to test it out to see if it was as good as it said it was, which brands, and if it would last through the winter, through the sun, wind, everything. And we've come up with a brand I'll show you that works pretty good. It has withstood this winter and last winter. But let me show you a couple of things here. Our yard goes all along the rock wall here to that tree that I just had cut down that was dead. So that is a pretty wide swath of the lower yard. Now, for years, this part of the yard, we didn't even try gardening because there's so many deer. And to be honest, we still have about 24 deer. Most of them are born in our yard that run through the neighborhood almost every day. But what we've done is, as you can see, there is a creek running between the houses. This is nature's highway. The deer, the bear, the raccoons, we have occasional fox. Well, we have a fox every day. There's even a weasel, there's turkeys, everything goes back and forth here, but especially the deer. So the first thing we did is we fenced this off. We struggled with what we wanted to do, me being cheap. I didn't want to spend a lot on fencing, and a real fence would have cost tens of thousands of dollars to fence in the yard. So I struggled with also that I didn't want a fence that I couldn't see the creek. I kind of wanted an invisible fence, but I can't put shock collars on all the deer around here, so that's didn't work either. So we decided to put up little tiny fence posts right here, and I ended up putting extensions on them. So it only cost not too much, but the fence is up. So as you can see, this is the fence. Stands about 7 feet tall, and we were lucky because running along our property are trees. So I could staple the fence to the trees, as well as now and then install a little fence post. Pretty easy, staple them, zip tie, piece of cake. And that, just putting this up on the back alone, cut down the deer highway. They no longer could cut in from the front of the house to the back of the house, and they couldn't come in from the creek. So that persuaded them not to come in. So today, we were able to finish this entire side is now fenced in all the way, way under those fir trees in the distance. Okay, so that is the other way they come in. They come in through the front yard here, through the side yard, and hop through here and eat everything. As you can see, what they have done, this is what a rhododendron looks like after the winter here, and the deer have eaten it. They started on that one. They ate the mountain laurel, and we're going to see what the garden looks like for the first time without the deer eating everything. So again, you can see it's up here. It's 7 feet tall. It's practically invisible. We at first were worried about the birds. The birds seem to be fine with it, no issues. It also so far it's kept the groundhogs out. So all we have to do now is the one we buy is 7 foot tall, and we're gonna cut it in half because there's a smaller cyclone fence running the side over here. So we have to install that all the way up past the corner of the house. But that's for another day. But we gotta get that done because they'll jump in and then freak out and then go through it. The one thing we wanted to do also is we wanted a fence that in case a bear got in here, we know someone in the neighborhood, a friend of ours, had a dog. The bear was underneath the deck and bear couldn't get out because it was a wood fence, and the dog went after it and the dog got killed. So Jersey's already treed a bear that was on our front porch, on our back patio. I walked into it, she chased it all the way from there, and that bear ran up by that tree all the way up there. And when he came down, we were still here, he came all the way down, he walked over that rock wall and sat on that log over there and pouted for about 20 minutes that the dog had chased out of the yard. So we wanted something that in case something really does need to get out of the yard, it can still get through it if it has to in a panic, and it'd be relatively easy to repair. Walk up, I wanted to have you take a look at the yard. This particular one comes in 100-foot length, 7 foot tall. I think it comes in 3 foot as well. So you can see we probably used, if I can remember, 4 or 5 packages of 100 feet. So the entire yard is now fenced in. So when the spring flowers start coming up, particularly the trillium, which nothing's worse than you walk out and you see stems of trilliums, just a stem sticking out of the ground, knowing that that's done for the year, that they just ate the leaves right off the top of them. So that will hopefully come to an end. This is the brand I was telling you about, 7 foot tall. This is a 7 foot by 100 foot roll. It's folded in half. Really easy to install. As you can see, it's UV protected for years of outdoor use. So far, this is we've had it up 2 winters, and it's like it came out of the box. So this is what it looks like. We got ours on Amazon. It varies by price, so I won't tell you what the price is, but it's probably going to run you, so it depends on if they have a sale, but I think the average is $60 to $75 for the roll. But we've gotten it on a special for like $45 now and then, but check it out, and you can also search the internet for a price. But this brand here, Easy Gardening Deer Barrier, is just what it says it is. We give it 5 stars. Hopefully, it'll save our garden this year.